I Can't Believe I Let You Get Away. This will be standard tuning method I'm using here. Works pretty well, so just dive on in. Got the EAD, GBE, and for this initial main riff, you kind of split it up into two sections. The second part kind of has some different little lead things, and the chords shuffle around a little bit towards the end. But for this initial run through, the first part, we start here with just kind of a voicing of an E. So we want the open low E, and then we'll do the 7A, 6D. And with this, it's kind of like strum, strum, 1, 2, 3, 4, alternate strum there. So just, all right. And then it cuts, and then we get these little lead sections that kind of just punch in. The first one, start here on the G string, we go 9, 8, and then down to 4. That'll get us kind of in the range of our next chord. And then from here, we're just going to do an A flat power chord. The overall thing is kind of like an A flat minor, but we can just worry about the power chord really. So just do the 4 E, 6 on the A and the D here, and it's that same kind of strum. The 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, another little string of pickup notes here. Slides up on this low end here where we go E string, slide up to 7, 6A, 8 on the D. Alright, and then we do this walk down with some chords where we start with this interesting chord here. It's a C sharp or a D flat sus4, or sorry, a C sharp 7 sus4, so it makes a difference there, I guess. So we'll start here with the 4 on the A, 6 on the D. Now we want the 4G, 5B, 4 high E. So kind of an interesting thing there. If you don't like that, you can do it up here as like kind of like a 9E, 11A, 9D, and then the 11G. You can do that if you don't like that, but I just kind of stick with this because it just gets us to the next thing pretty nice. So like I said, 4A, 6D, 4G, 5B, 4E. And with this, it's just right on beat, like quarter note strums. In this initial run through, we do 8 strums of it. All right, and then the next chord, it's this compounded B power chord. All right, so just a big B. You can get the full B in there, so it doesn't really just have to be the power chord. So we just do the 2A, 4 on the D, G, B, and then we compound it with the F sharp up top here. Okay, the 2 on the E, just to get it even bigger sounding there. And with this, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get some little ending pickup notes that'll get us into the second part of it, which we do E string, 2, 4, and then 4B, and you can kind of slide it out. All right, and now we get into the second run through, which starts pretty much just the same. We're just going to change the little lead bits. So start with the same E voicing, the open E, 7A, 6D, same type of strum. All right, and the new little lead pattern here, it's high E string, 7, 6, and then 8 on the G. All right, and then we go to our A flat, the 4E with the 6 on the A and D there, same deal. And we take that little lead bit we did here and just do the same thing down here. All right, so we go 4, 2E, 4G. All right, and then from there, we switch things up a little bit. We do an E major 7 sus 2. So I zoom up here and I go 7A, and then 9D, 8 on the G, 7B. And with this, we're strumming it just quarter note style about 5 times. Then we go to our C sharp 7 sus 4, the 4, 6, 4, 5, 4 here. And with this, it's just 3 hits. And then resolve it to the B with the F sharp on top, the 2s with the 4s. Same 5 strum on that. And then the little ending thing here, you could just do a pre-bent 2nd fret on the E and just hit it and then release it. All right, you can do that, or you can just hit the 4th fret and do like a tremolo dive. Up to you, whichever option you have there. So those are the couple run throughs of the main riff, and that'll happen again towards the end of the song. Once we get to the verse, we just do a big kind of loose. You can do it any way you want. You can just strum on the chords, hit them once, let them ring a couple times, whatever. It's just pretty loose here. So the first chord is E major 7. It's similar to what we did at the start of the other thing. We just add some notes. So just do the open E7 on the A, 6, D, and then we'll want a 8 on the G, and you can throw in like a open B. If you hit the open high E, it's fine too. And like I said, you can just hit it once, let it ring, or, you know, strum away on it. Okay, up to you. And the next chord, B major 7, we just take kind of what we have here and bring it up a low set. So we go 7 E, 6 A, 8 on the D, and then throw in the 8 on the G if you want to do a full thing here. You get the open B there too, that's fine. Open high E kind of sounds a little funky, so I leave it out. Alright, next thing, it's just kind of a fuller voiced chord we've seen before, so the A flat. And here we want the full like minor thing, so we go 4, E, 6, A, and D with the 4 on the B and G as well. Same kind of timing and feel on that. And then we finish it by doing this F sharp add 11. And it's basically like we're going to do a F sharp bar chord here, but just kind of leave the bottom notes open. So do the 2 E, 4 on the A and D, and the 3 G, and then it'll just be an open B under it. Okay, pretty cool chord there. And after that, into this pre-chorus section, and these are just kind of some dynamic hits. First one, E major 7. We'll do kind of a lower voicing of it here. Do the open E, and you can just kind of mute the A, then do the 1 on the D and G, and that's just 1, 2, 3. Alright, and it's a cut. Then we just change the bass note to the second fret of the E, so we get F sharp 6 sus2, because we keep the same muted A, 1 D and G there. Okay, we're saying 3 hit there and a cut. And then we just go to our C sharp power chord, so 4A, 6 on the D and G. This, about 6 strums. And there's kind of a little hesitation, and then a very subtle little final beat there with a B power chord, the 2A, 4 on the D and G. And it's just kind of a one hit little beat, gets back into the start of it. Something like that. Alright, and then basically just go through it again, but once you hit that first C sharp power chord, the 4 and 6s, just kind of hit it and let it ring. And then there's some faint, you know, you can kind of just do some muted string hits on it if you want. Other than that, you know, we would get back into the whole main riff and all that jazz, and the very ending, we get kind of a cool little fade out on some like acoustic picking. And it's basically just picking through the E major 7, that first verse chord, the open E, 7A, 6D, and then kind of like hit it down through that, hit the open B, and then maybe like the 6, 7 again, and then throw in the 8G, open B, 6, 7 on the D and A there. Okay, just picking through that, having some fun with it. And it can be really loose here, which is kind of fading out, picking through. And then it just brings it up to the B major 7, that same shape, just up here. You can throw in the 8 on the G as well, and just kind of pick it the same way. Just playing around with that, and by that time it's really fading out, and you can just juggle those two chords, and other than that, should be all set.